Welcome to Tales Beyond Midnight. Please kindly subscribe to this channel as we launch into this true life story. The church bells rang with a sharpness that cut through the heavy air. It was 11 a.m. The ceremony was scheduled for noon, but already the church compound was overflowing with guests. Cars lined the street, vendors shouted outside the gates, and the smell of fried puff-puff and suya clung to the morning breeze. Inside, the cathedral glowed. White roses adorned the aisles. Candles flickered, casting shadows on the stained glass windows. The choir rehearsed in hushed tones, their voices floating like anxious whispers. Everything was perfect, except for one thing. The groom was missing. No one dared say it aloud, but the tension was alive in every corner. Ushers fidgeted. Bridesmaids exchanged nervous glances. The best man, sweating profusely, checked his wristwatch again and again. In the bridal room, Amara sat in front of a mirror. Her gown shimmered, her veil lay neatly beside her. Her hands, however, trembled. She pressed her palms together, trying to stop them from shaking. "Breathe, Amara," her maid of honor, Chica, whispered. "It's just nerves. Every bride feels this way." But Amara's unease wasn't ordinary. It was a crawling sensation, deep in her chest, telling her something wasn't right. By 11:30, guests were restless. Fans swished back and forth. Gossip buzzed in low tones. "Where is the groom?" one woman muttered. "Traffic, maybe," another replied, though her voice lacked conviction. "Traffic on your wedding day? God forbid." The priest walked up the aisle and leaned toward the best man. "Have you spoken to him?" The best man swallowed hard. "I've called 5 times. No answer." The priest frowned, his brows knitted in worry. Meanwhile, in the bridal room, Amara's father entered. His jaw was tight, his eyes heavy. "Amara," he said, forcing calmness, "don't listen to rumors. He'll come. Maybe his car broke down. Maybe he stopped to pick something. Hold your peace." Amara nodded weakly, but her chest felt like a drumbeat that wouldn't stop. At 12 sharp, the organist began to play softly, an attempt to distract the guests. But David, the groom, still hadn't arrived. Chica rushed in. Her face was pale. "Amara," she whispered. "His phone. It's switched off." Amara froze. Her reflection in the mirror no longer looked like a bride. It looked like a ghost. By 12:20, the crowd's whispers turned into open murmurs. "Has he run away?" "Impossible. David loves Amara." "But where is he then?" Amara's mother clutched her rosary, lips moving in desperate prayer. Her father paced, sweat glistening on his forehead. At 12:45, the silence broke, not from the groom's arrival, but from Amara's phone buzzing in her lap. Her heart raced as she unlocked it. A notification from Instagram blinked on the screen. Normally, she would ignore it. But something pulled her thumb to open it. She scrolled, and then her breath stopped. There, in full color, was David, her David, standing at a seaside resort, dressed in the same suit he was supposed to wear at this altar, his arm wrapped around a woman in a wedding gown. The caption read, "Finally married to the love of my life. My forever starts today." The woman was no stranger. It was Kemi, Amara's cousin. The phone slipped from her hands, clattering against the tiled floor. Gasps filled the room as Chica picked it up and saw the post. She covered her mouth, eyes wide. "Jesus! Amara, it's true." When the news spread through the church, chaos erupted. Guests stood, some shouting, some rushing to their cars in shame. "Ha! Did you see? He married her cousin." "On the same day? Abomination!" Amara's mother wailed, clutching her chest. Her father punched the wall in fury. The priest bowed his head, whispering prayers under his breath. But Amara... She sat still, her veil slipping from her head, her face pale as death. Her mind was blank. She could hear voices, see lips moving, but everything felt far away, like a nightmare she couldn't wake from. The wedding had not just been ruined. It had been stolen. Days turned into weeks. Amara locked herself in her room, refusing food. Every time she closed her eyes, she saw the photo. David's smile, Kemi's hand in his. The betrayal burned deeper than any wound. Her cousin, her own blood, had taken the man she loved. And David, the man she thought she knew, had walked into another woman's arms without hesitation. Neighbors gossiped. She should have seen the signs. Her cousin? Shameful. But Chica never left her side. She sat by Amara's bed, whispering, "Cry, Amara, but don't let this destroy you. Some heartbreaks are blessings in disguise." 3 months later, the news spread. David and Kemi's marriage was already cracking. He had quit his job to move in with her, relying on her savings. Fights broke out daily. Neighbors said they heard shouting at night. Kemi accused him of being lazy. He accused her of being unfaithful. The fairy tale was rotting. One afternoon, fate brought them face to face. Amara was at a supermarket when she saw them, David and Kemi. They held hands, but their faces were tense, eyes avoiding each other. David spotted Amara first. His smirk faltered, but he forced it back. "Amara," he said casually, "I know it hurt, but you'll understand one day. Kemi is my true love." Kemi adjusted her bag and smiled mockingly. "You'll find someone too. Maybe." Amara looked at them. For the first time, no tears came, only strength. Her voice was calm, steady. "No, I don't need someone like you. You betrayed me, both of you, but you've only married each other's lies. I pity you." Their smiles faded. Silence hung heavy. Amara walked away, her back straight, her heart lighter than it had been in months. Amara rebuilt her life. She poured her energy into her career, earned promotions, and surrounded herself with friends who valued her. She learned to love herself again. And slowly, love found her. Real love. A man who stood by her in pain and healing. Years later, Amara stood at another altar. This time, her smile was genuine, her heart steady. As she said her vows, she felt no bitterness toward the past, only gratitude. Because betrayal had taught her something priceless. Sometimes the worst heartbreak saves you from the worst mistake. Thank you for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe.